Well, thrills, spills, and a lot more chills. We are here at the Formula One Samsung Korean Grand Prix of 2022. A very exciting round 3 indeed here at Yeongam in South Korea. We are here at the Korean International Circuit, folks. Now I have to tell you, a circuit that we have not seen in Formula One since 2013. As you can see, a tight twisting circuit, 5.615 kilometers, that's 3.489 miles. Then of course 18 corners is what beckons the drivers, with the fastest lap being recorded by Sebastian Vettel in the Red Bull back in 2011, a 139.605. And here back in 2013, the last race at this very circuit, a massive pile-up around turn 3, and that is what awaited the drivers at that particular portion. Vettel and Hamilton would also come together back in 2011. The McLaren and the Red Bull going well out wide, heading around that particular bend. Turn 12 offered Mark Webber with a spin back in that period of time as well. Of course, part of the Red Bull team too, coming to a crumpling ending into the grass next to the barrier. A lot to look forward to, folks, as now we take a look at the starting grid for this Korean Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso, because of a penalty, starts from the back alongside Jack Aitken. Teammate Alex Albon is ahead of him in P18 with Guan Yu Zhou in 17th place. Yuki Tsunoda starts 16th with Mick Schumacher in 15th spot. Lance Stroll in 14th with Pierre Gasly for company in 13th place for AlphaTauri. Kevin Magnussen starts 12th alongside Daniel Ricciardo in 11th place. P10, well, that goes to Valtteri Bottas for Alfa Romeo alongside Sebastian Vettel in 9th place. Lando Norris in 8th for McLaren alongside Esteban Ocon in 7th place for Alpine. In 6th place, that goes to the 7 times world champion Lewis Hamilton, who lines up alongside Sergio Perez. P4 goes to Charles Leclerc, who sustained a penalty, with Carlos Sainz in 3rd place as well. And on the front row, it's George Russell alongside pole sitter Max Verstappen. What a start we have lined up for us here today. 3 lights, 4 lights, and the 5th light. And it's pedal to the metal, and it's go, 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 go. Max Verstappen gets away well, so does George Russell. Down in towards turn 1, Verstappen leads out of turn 1. Russell now down to 3rd place after being challenged by Carlos Sainz, the current fantasy world champion, now up into 2nd place. Sergio Perez in 4th, being hotly chased by Charles Leclerc. Further back as well, Esteban Ocon trying to come into the fight as well. Lewis Hamilton further back as they head through the next right. Oh, very close between all 3. Verstappen though remains in front.
I've been hit.
Well, what a moment. Lewis Hamilton off, heading around that previous right-handed corner. A lock-up now from Max Verstappen as well as Carlos Sainz heading through that portion of the circuit. And we can already see that the incident has been noted by race control. Charles Leclerc now under a lot of pressure because here comes Esteban Ocon. Leclerc though holds on to that 5th place. What a moment indeed for the Ferrari team. And here we have a look at the replay. Lewis Hamilton heading through the next right got clipped by Sebastian Vettel.
Why did he have to change line? And lock up, he changes line.
Well, feelings made very clear by Sebastian Vettel. He clearly feels that Hamilton changed his line. We'll let the stewards decide that. Well, here we have Guan Yu Zhou now trying to pressurise now on Mick Schumacher, who's currently sat in 14th place, but getting now in the mix of things with Yuki Tsunoda, who's looking to try and challenge Guan Yu Zhou. And as they make their way through, Zhou was certainly a lot better heading into that next left, and certainly now making the move down the outside now of Mick Schumacher into the next chicane, side by side. Zhou on top, but Mick Schumacher still tenacious as ever in the Haas now. Outside line for Zhou. He capitalises rubbing onto the grass, but manages to move up now into that 14th spot. Now heading down the long straight, Sergio Perez still in 4th, Charles Leclerc in 5th, Esteban Ocon just in behind the Alpine, sort of watching everything unfold in front of him here now as we see Sergio Perez coming into the next right. A late break now here from Charles Leclerc and getting run out wide there as well. Sergio Perez as a result. Charles Leclerc moves up into 4th place. In comes Esteban Ocon. And we're just getting word now. You can just see that Perez less than impressed, not happy with that move. Now Lance Stroll looking to try and find his way through against Kevin Magnussen right now. Side by side, Aston Martin with a nose in front, but Magnussen proving that he's a tough cookie. And we're just getting word now that Sebastian Vettel has picked up a 5-second time penalty by the stewards after that collision with Lewis Hamilton. His teammate though, Lance Stroll, not concerned with such matters, now making the move here on Kevin Magnussen. The Haas can only watch as though Stroll moves up into 11th place. But what about this now? Pierre Gasly looking to also have a go outside line for the AlphaTauri. The number 10 trying to move up on Magnussen. Also Stroll looking to try and challenge now on that of Valtteri Bottas. In comes Gasly once again trying to attack now. Makes his way through now, battling against Lance Stroll, trying to go for that 11th place. Big moves here for Gasly. Potential for 11th as he makes his way through. No, it's Lance Stroll who capitalises, holds on to that 11th place. Magnussen stricken in 13th. A very challenging circuit here at Korea, and I think a lot of the drivers are certainly trying to adapt to it. Certainly George Russell, who's now at the mercy of Charles Leclerc, who holds the fastest lap of the race so far, and the Ferrari now side by side with the Silver Arrows. Ferrari with a vastly better package this season despite winning the Fantasy World Championship last year. Now Charles Leclerc finds himself going toe-to-toe, another lockup between both Russell and Leclerc as they go side by side in towards the next stride. This is brilliant racing here from Russell and Charles Leclerc, and still they go side by side. Now the Monegasque tries to go the long way round as he makes his way through. The Scuderia watch on as Leclerc moves up into 3rd place here in lap 13 of 55. And now, watching on, it certainly will be that of Lance Stroll making his way down the straight. Obviously, he's got Valtteri Bottas for company. 2 McLarens going side by side as well. Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris. And moving ahead now up into the point is Lance Stroll. A little bit of contact between him and Valtteri Bottas, but the Finn could do nothing about the Aston Martin. Now, what a race so far from Charles Leclerc, managing to move his way back up into the top 3 and goes side by side now with his teammate Carlos Sainz. We did not expect that. A very late break heading in towards the first corner, and as he works his way through, goes ahead of his teammate Carlos Sainz. I tell you what, that looked less than friendly. Certainly not team orders at this point, but Charles Leclerc with the pace in the Ferrari car right now, 2nd place. And now, this time, Lance Stroll looking to try and tackle Lando Norris. We saw the 2 McLarens coming together earlier on, but it looks like now Lando Norris at the mercy of the Canadian Lance Stroll. Outside now for the green machine. Number 18 goes round the outside of turn 1 and manages to move up into 9th place. What a drive here from Lance Stroll. Already Charles Leclerc has managed to make gains, starting from P4 on the grid. He's now up into 2nd, fancies a go here at the Dutchman, Max Verstappen, and does challenge heading in towards turn 1. The Monegasque heading up against the Dutchman right now. The Red Bull now inside line, outside for Leclerc, but gets the inside line now on the comeback. It is Leclerc now up into the lead of the race. He leads the Korean Grand Prix, and that confirms it. Started 4th, now up into 1st place. It rages onwards here at Korea. Here comes Max Verstappen, not content with 2nd place at all. Challenges Charles Leclerc, gets his nose in front with the straight line speed of the Red Bull, but Charles Leclerc with a late break as he moves in towards that corner, manages to get the pace on the outset, but Max Verstappen proving there's more in this Red Bull. Carlos Sainz behind them, watching all this unfold right now. Once again side by side, inside line for Max Verstappen. Switch back though from Charles Leclerc, running wide there the Dutchman as he tries to make his way through, can't hold on to the lead. He's now in 2nd. And now, Team Radio, they're requesting Max Verstappen into the pits. There is going to be a use of strategy here. Some major decisions happening at Red Bull. Max Verstappen being closed down by Leclerc's teammate Sainz into the pits. Now Max Verstappen. A very important moment in the race. Max Verstappen heading down the straight. Of course, Charles Leclerc exiting the pit lane, but here comes the Dutchman down the inside through this next left, and now Charles Leclerc has to watch on with the Red Bull now in front of him as we run on board now with the Monegasque, but he's got the straight line speed, he has got the slipstream. Here comes the Scuderia Ferrari, all in red, painted red, up against the Red Bull. The Scuderia watch on as now Charles Leclerc makes a move for the lead. He goes wide, exceptionally wide. Verstappen retakes it.
See you later, son.
Alright, don't get greedy now, mate. That's good, settle down.
So here we go again. Lewis Hamilton has the mission of a lifetime, of course. Had that initial spin at the start of the race and has since been cemented towards the rear. Now challenging Mick Schumacher in the Haas. Taking the outside line though is Lewis Hamilton, as now he goes side by side with the German, now heading down the straight. Manages to get ahead here though. Mick Schumacher looking to try and come back. He's got Kevin Magnussen next. Down the inside again, this time on Kevin Magnussen. Runs Magnussen out wide, and a very, very dangerous re-entry there from Magnussen, who went very, very wide off at turn 2 as they now make their way down the straight, down through towards the next right. Still now is 4 cars all in the mix. You can see further back Fernando Alonso, who of course started at the back of the field. Hamilton though has got ahead of Magnussen and held his position, but very long. Magnussen once again back at Hamilton here as they go side by side yet again down this next straight. Well, the mission continues for Lewis Hamilton. This time he's got to get past his old title rival Sebastian Vettel, who's certainly going to make his life a little bit more difficult than required, heading down this next straight into the next left. And Lewis Hamilton, very calm, cool, collected, moves himself ahead now into 12th place. And here we go again, certainly Lance Stroll this time at the mercy of Valtteri Bottas. These two fought earlier on, very wide Lance Stroll, taking a lot of curb there, Valtteri Bottas, side by side between the Aston Martin and the Alfa Romeo. Of course, Bottas has been in these positions before, but has managed now to get ahead, this time of Lance Stroll, now up into 7th place. Gasly also looking to come into the fight too. He's now going side by side with the Aston Martin. Oh, collision! Bit of contact there, and Gasly now has managed to move ahead of Lance Stroll. He's up into 8th place. Now heading down this next stretch, Max Verstappen being challenged by Charles Leclerc again. Oh, very close to contact, heading around that left-hander. Now through towards the next left. They got another straight to take. Charles Leclerc getting so close there to Max Verstappen. A real late lunge there, as we can now see the rear wing now. DRS opened up here for Charles Leclerc as they head down this next straight, in towards the next right-hander. And now into the lead goes Charles Leclerc, but how long? Verstappen now coming right back at him. Another straight here to take here between these two here on lap 46 of 55. Verstappen still hanging in into the next left. The Red Bull now with the lockup, the smoke peeling off the tyres, but still Leclerc battles onwards in the Italian constructor, the Ferrari team, looking to try and yet again recapture the Drivers' Championship. Leclerc though holds on to his position, P1 for the prancing horses. And now on the final lap, Charles Leclerc, he will cross the line and claim victory here at the Korean Grand Prix.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Sei un grande.
Well, Charles Leclerc, what a result, what a battle between him and Max Verstappen. That confirms in top 3. Ferrari with 2 faces on the podium. Leclerc in first, Verstappen in second, Carlos Sainz in third. And this is the full classification, folks. George Russell finishing in 4th place with Sergio Perez in 5th spot. Esteban Ocon in 6th. Valtteri Bottas in 7th spot with Pierre Gasly in 8th. Lance Stroll with a mega drive in 9th, with Lewis Hamilton finishing in the points despite the issues in the initial laps. In P11, Daniel Ricciardo for McLaren Mercedes finishing ahead of his teammate Lando Norris. Sebastian Vettel finished in 13th with Fernando Alonso back of the grid to 14th. That's not bad. Kevin Magnussen in 15th. Mick Schumacher 16th. Yuki Tsunoda in 17th place. Jack Aitken in 18th. Guan Yu Zhou 19th. Alex Albon in 20th place. Fastest lap went of course to Max Verstappen and Red Bull Racing. And look at what this does to the championship, folks. Lando Norris still holds on to the lead. Sergio Perez though in 2nd place. 2 points is all that separates the pair, with Carlos Sainz just in behind Sergio Perez. I hope you all enjoyed that, folks. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and also leave a like to the Mitsos YouTube channel and this video. My name has been George Morgan. I'll see you again soon for yet more action.